the 19th of September this year. It is the day which is known as Ganesh Chaturthi. It is already, the ceremonies have begun. It is going to be celebrated. The energy of Lord Ganesha, who is the Isha or the Lord of the Ganas. So the energy is the one who takes away all the vignas or the obstacles from the path on which somebody is walking upon. If this energy is invoked, if this divine and powerful energy is invoked, then the obstacles that are on your path or on anybody's path who is performing this with pure intentions for a very pure purpose, for a spiritual purpose, for a spiritual awakening, for walking on the spiritual path, for creating balance in the Nadi system or bringing balance in the Pranamaya Kosha. So this is one of the reasons. It is not a reason. These things should not be done for any reason. Because when you do it, when you perform it, and you can perform it anytime, and you can perform it all throughout the year. Ideally, one must perform this sadhana for 40 days in a row. And the mantra that we are going to share today with you, with all of you, comprises of bija mantras that invoke the energy of the Lord, who is known to be wise, intelligent, remover of obstacles that lie on the path of progress, prosperity, freedom, balance, and so on. Lord Ganapati, Lord Ganesha, Ganaisha, Ganesha. We all know him for his wisdom, for his ability to see. It is believed in the tradition that those who have performed this sadhana to a very, not just this sadhana that we are going to share today, but the extended sadhana, which is learnt in a particular way and then performed. It is very detailed, it takes time to do it. So, some of the sadhaks, some of the tapasvis have experienced, at least from experience, one can say that this thing, this energy, this beauty, it's everywhere. From the Adi to the Anta, if there is an Adi and if there is an Anta which is not there. So Ganesh, Lord Ganesh, Bhagwan Ganesh is already an Isha. So he is an Ishta Devata for many people all over the world on this planet. The Vinayak Chaturthi is celebrated all over the world. So you cannot find out the beginning or the end. But even if you chant this mantra on the occasion of the beautiful Ganesh Chaturthi, you will experience a certain level of energy if you chant this mantra at least 108 times, which is one japamala, and without any expectations, without any prayers, just offer this, just chant this mantra without any expectation, without any prayer. Immerse yourself in the reverberation of the sound as you are chanting the mantra. The chanting of the sound of the mantra will create a certain situation or a certain energy, a certain level of beauty, a certain level of immersion flowing inside you. Extremely positive energy. You will feel very, very fantastic. There is no doubt about that. If you do it with immersion, if you immerse in the reverberation of the sound and you keep on going with your chanting, slowly, not in a rush, not in a hurry, just like the way we are going to do it right now, within a few minutes. Right now, I am just sharing an introduction, you can say. The introduction and the instruction, both are very important. So Bhagwan, or Lord, when I am saying Bhagwan or Lord, I am meaning Lord Ganesh, Lord Ganapati. So he is the energy, he's present in subtle, the energy, this is present in subtle form. Okay, these are subtle, this is a subtle presence. So it is present in subtle form, and you can experience it inside your subtle, and that experience will have a very pleasant impact on your gross physical body as well. When I am saying subtle, I am talking about the pranamaya and the manomaya kosha, which is the pranic body, the energy body or the energy sheath, and the mind sheath or the causal body, whatever you want to call it. So this is a tremendous booster. Even if this is being done, and this can be done anytime, ideally it can also be done for 40 days in a row, but you can even do it once. Okay, like if you are doing it just on the day of Ganesh Chaturthi, that is also fine. If you are doing it on Ganesh Chaturthi and after Ganesh Chaturthi also, that is also fine. It is up to you. Okay, as long as you wish, but do thank Lord Ganapati Bhagwan Shri Ganesha for granting us his blessings continuously, for showering his grace upon us without any expectation, selflessly. These are selfless things, divinity. Okay, we have to understand that. Okay, so with that level of little bit of devotion must also be there. So this is about, so if someone is that loving, that graceful, without any expectation, unlike all of us, then what do you call it? You must fall in love, right? You must say thank you. You must not ask, give me this, give me that. Just say thank you. If you say thank you, it will work a lot better. Whether it works or it does not work, that does not matter. It is our dharma, our duty to say thank you, because the grace is showering. This is a fact. These subtle energies are inside also, outside also. Without the grace, nothing will happen. So the remover of obstacles, so Vinayak, Lord Vinayak, Bhagwan Vinayak, Shri Vinayak, is known as the remover of obstacles. Opens to you, clears the pathway that leads to prosperity, that leads to progress on your spiritual path. Okay? So this is very important. One important rule is that before doing this practice, before performing this practice, which could be of 10 minutes, 15 minutes, 20 minutes, 30 minutes, whatever it is, please make sure that you have taken a bath. Okay. So you can perform it in the morning. Okay. No problem. Or whenever, So it is up to you. It is up to you, it is up to your health. If there are any mistakes, we can always, it's okay. So, little mistakes are okay. But ideally, if we take a bath, then it is better. So, in that case, morning is the perfect time. Whichever time you are taking the bath. After that, you can sit down, ideally in an empty stomach. And after doing this practice, then don't eat any kind of food for some time. And ideally eat phalahar or fruits, milk, things like that. Vegetable also is okay. So, but you can eat other food also, vegetarian food also, no problem. So, now we will get to the mantra that you will have to chant if you want to chant, only then. Okay. If you are okay, so it is up to you. Again, it is all up to you. So if you want to chant, you can do this. If you want to celebrate Ganesh Chaturthi, if you want to celebrate the Ganesh Utsav, if you want to experience what this energy is about, how does it feel? We cannot understand what it is about that easily, but at least we can feel what will this mantra do. At least that will feel. if you do it properly. I've already given you the instructions how to do it. You have to immerse yourself in the reverberations of the sound of the mantra which you are chanting. Okay. So first of all, we'll just fold our hands in Anjali Mudra, or which is called Namaste or Namaskar or Pranam Mudra. It is known as Anjali Mudra in Yoga. So we'll thank Bhagwan from our heart and we'll be calm, be quiet, sit in an asana, sit straight, be silent, not just orally, but in the mind. Don't think anything, don't imagine anything. If you have the picture or the image of the Lord in front of you, that is beautiful. Please put a nice fresh flower garland around it. Offer some modaks or laddu. It is known as laddu. Keep this on a chowki. If you are going to do the 40-minute sadhana, there is a particular direction in which Bhagwan must be, which is normally the north or the northeast. Okay. So, and then we'll sit in front of Bhagwan, and or if we do not have the image, then also it is completely fine. We all have seen the image of Bhagwan Ganesh. So we already know what it is like. But this is more about the energy. Okay. So you have to sit down. We must sit down ideally on a mat, on a push asana. If you understand what is a push asana, or we can also sit down on a simple asani, or try to avoid any kind of synthetic or fiber mat. These are not ideal for performing sadhana. It is better than that you put down a blanket or a chaddar, that is a sheet, a clean sheet, which is not being used for other purposes, and sit over it. And now sit in an asana. You can sit in a Siddhashram or a Sukhasana. Now keep your fingers in a Dhyan Mudra, or you can also keep it over each other, the palms over each other. Always keep the right hand palm over the left hand palm. Okay? Yes? And the tip of the thumbs must touch each other. So that is one way, or sit in a Dhyan Mudra. So now sit straight, be calm, be relaxed. There must be no tension in the body. Be comfortable. Now we will be doing the chanting Do not put any stress on the body, okay? Keep the body stress free and keep your physical asana still. Do not start performing any kriya or some other dhyana. Keep your eyes closed. Do not imagine anything. Observe your breathing for a couple of minutes. Slowly the breathing is going in and then it is getting exhaled. Observe this for a couple of minutes. Now we will be chanting the mantra. The chant of Om must come out with the exhalation, the first chant. So I will start again, and the Om is coming out with the exhalation. Okay. I will start again by observing the breath. Gणपतये गणपतये नमः। ॐ गं 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 गणपतये नमः। ओम गम 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 गणपतये नमः। Om Gam Ganapataye Namah. 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 So, as you will chant, each one of you will have his or her own flow. So flow with your flow. Flow with the energy that is flowing inside you, because suddenly your energy will start flowing after some time in a certain direction. So flow with that flow, okay? Don't try to hold on. Don't try to hold something. Don't try to put something in prison. Let it flow. बहने दो और इसको अनुभव करो. इस अनुभव के ये जो भी होगा उसके साक्षी बनो. उसका आनंद लो. उसमें तल्लीन हो जाओ. यह सब भगवान की कृपा है. और ये सारी ऊर्जा जो है अंतर में अपना खेलेगी. अपना जो होना है वो होगा. अलग अलग लोगों में अलग अलग प्रकार से होगा. ठीक है. Try to keep it natural. Do not lose your focus. If you lose your focus, then start again. So it is very important. So the ananda that comes, the Bhagavan that comes, the ananda, Bhagavan always comes with ananda. So इस आनंद की क्या ही व्याख्या की जाए? How to describe this ananda? So all that can be said is love, 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 just love. There are no words to describe the experience, to be honest. There is no question of not being honest here, because this is the impact that these things have upon you, that there is no question to be dishonest. You have to be dishonest. If you are trying to hold on, if you are trying to bring your own ego or something in between, your own things in between, only then the Lord steps back. The divine energy goes into the back seat and your own games begin. Okay. So it has been a beautiful session with all of you. Hope all of you enjoy chanting. Not just enjoy, but a lot more than that. Enjoyment is a very simple word. This is more than joy. A lot more cannot be described in words. Already said that. What to say? प्रभु के आनंद के साथ, प्रभु के आनंद के क्या ही कहने, प्रभु के आनंद के साथ की क्या ही कहने, बस आनंद ही आनंद है। त्वमेव माता च पिता त्वमेव, त्वमेव बंधु च सखा त्वमेव। गुरु सूक्तम में ये है। Anyways, so enjoy enjoy is the wrong word. Experience the Chaturthi with this, the Vinayaka Chaturthi, the Ganesh Chaturthi with this beautiful mantra. Thank you, all of you, so much. So much. Om Ganeshaya Namah. Om Ganeshaya Namah.